It is minus 7 degrees Celsius, which is 19 degrees Fahrenheit out there. But the sun is shining, so it's a good day. Hey guys, Submoto here. So I got a massive cold. Sorry about that. I've had a cold for a couple of weeks now. I can't seem to shake it. But yeah, I just got back from Berlin, and it was awesome. I love Berlin, and if you haven't been to Berlin, you should go, because it's such a cool place. I can't talk because I'm sick. Anyway, I was in Berlin because I was invited to an audition to a music university, which is a really cool music university. And yeah, and they asked me to perform a couple of songs, and well, I had a choice. I could perform a couple of songs and then show them like a recorded one, or I could show them 2 recorded songs and perform one. And I got a cold like right before. I got like really sick, like right before I was supposed to go to the audition, and I could hardly breathe or talk. A bit like this, only worse. So anyway, so I got there, and I said, you know what? I decided to come anyway. I'm sick. I'll do my best. It's gonna sound kind of like nasally. Sorry about that. And I don't know how long, like how much my voice is gonna hold out. But you know, I'll do my best. And he said, "Oh no, that's great that you came, because a lot of singers, they get sick and then they don't show up. But he'd rather me like try anyway." And I said, "Yeah, well, you know, if I can't sing, I got the rest of the stuff on the iPad, so you can just listen to it there." And they have like a PA system, right? So anyway, so I sit down at the piano and do my song, and it sounded okay. I mean, all things considered, he said he could tell, you know. And by the end of the song, my voice was like this, and I said, "All right, I can't sing anymore." I was like, so I said, you know, sorry about that, but you know, I got the other song on here. We can listen to that, and I can try and play the second song. I'd like to perform 2 songs if I can. He said, "Yeah, sure." So then we listened to, and I'll put the links in the description here to the songs that I played. And so anyway, so to those of you who don't know, it's like a songwriting course, so it's a songwriting degree. So it's all about songwriting and production and that kind of stuff. But anyway, he had a bunch of questions throughout the whole audition, and I was, you know, I was actually kind of nervous, but anyway, I seemed to be knocking him out of the ballpark every time I got a question about something. So at one point he asked me, he said, "So what instruments do you play?" And I said, "Well, you know, I play the guitar is like my main instrument, and then I play the piano, and I play some drums, and then I said, and obviously I play bass guitar too." And he looks up at me and he says, "Obviously." And like that second, I knew. I was like, "Oh crap, he's a bass player." And I said, "Well, you know, because I'm a songwriter, I need to be able to play bass." And he's like, "Okay, all right." I thought you were going to say, because it's easy to play the bass. It's not easy to play the bass. I'll tell you that. I can attest to that. But it's not easy to play the bass well. Whatever. So we get to listen to the second song, and it turns out okay, and we get through that. And then I get to the third song. I'm like, "Oh, you know, I'd love to be able to play this song. I can kind of feel my voice coming back. Can I give it a shot? And you know, if it doesn't work out, I'll just stop and we can listen to it on the iPad." And he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I sit down, play the song, start it out, and you know, I get to the chorus, and I can tell he kind of looks up, like he like raises his chin, like he kind of likes the chorus. But then my voice goes, and I can't sing it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't sing it. And, can we just listen to it on the? Yeah, no problem. So we get over to the iPad, and he puts it on. And the thing with the iPad was that it's like a band arrangement. Like it's not an acoustic song. It's like a whole. It's called Breathe You, the song. I think you've heard it on this channel a couple of times. Anyway, so he said to me, he's like, oh wow, this is like the whole band. I'm like, yeah, it is. So the second song was with the whole band too, but the thing is, he just listened to it in an acoustic version, and then he just heard it like this way, and he was like, oh man, that's interesting. And scooch over. My blinkers, like my turn signals, they don't work like below 0 degrees centigrade, like below freezing point. I don't know what. I think the relay, like anyway, whatever. I have to put out my arm. So we sit there, and he's like, and I can tell like he's starting to like really dig this, and his head comes up. He's like, and then he says, oh man, can I give you like some feedback on the song? Because we got to the middle 8, like it's just the middle part of the song, and there are some like untraditional elements in that, and the way it was built up, and the way the verse comes back in, and whatever. And then like at the very end of the song, it like transposes the chorus. But he had all this like feedback, all these things to say about it, and like just basically complimenting it. I'm like, oh man, cool. And and anyway, so we get through it all, and I could tell, you know, he liked the song and he liked the stuff. And then at the end, I'm like, I had like a cheeky kind of question. I'm like, so you think I'll fit in okay? And he looks up and he says, you know, well, let's talk about this later, because we need to do the assessment. Like, we had to sit down and talk about some stuff anyway. I'm like, okay. And then like a few seconds pass, and then he just puts down like his papers, and he's like, no, you know what? No, that's fine. I'll just say it now. You're gonna fit in perfect. It's gonna be awesome. And he complimented the performance, and he complimented the song.
You did it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
So I'm moving to Berlin, guys. I'm moving to freaking Berlin. The course starts in September, so I got a few months to go. I'm probably gonna move before then, just so that, you know, I can get like a job, just to make a bit of money on the side. I got to figure out, you know, how I'm gonna pay for the whole thing, and there are some grants and stuff. I can in worst case, I'll take a loan or whatever. I don't care. I don't care. This is about music. I want to play music. That's what my life is going to be about. So I got stuff to figure out and brush up on my German. The course is it's a British school, right? So all the teachers and everything are like British, and it's English speaking. The whole thing, it is in Berlin. But I still want to get good at German, just as if I'm going to be living there, and if I'm going to get a job, so putting out my arm to let them know I'm going to stop, and then out to the side to let them know I'm going to turn, because I can't freaking use my blinkers. And yeah, and this is like I got 5 days left at this job, and I'm done. So I don't care if I got a cold. See what I mean? I'm on top of the freaking world. Anyway, my key's frozen. I can't turn it. I can't switch it off. I have to take off my helmet and blow into the keyhole so that I can melt the ice and get the key out. Fuck. Anyway, switch this thing off. Remember to subscribe and ride, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.